Wars fans, welcome to Middle Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video I finally got the Clone Wars Mandalorians from the latest wave, or the Clonedalorians as I like to call them. So let's open them up, check them out and do some comparisons. Alrighty, here we go. Here we'll start with this Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper. So obviously we got the other Death Watch Troopers from the Mandalorian TV show. Very similar, but this is obviously the Clone Wars cartoon version. Wow, it looks really nice. Really cool paint deco. Actually, quite impressed by that card too. It is VC247. Then you can see some of the other ones in the wave. I still need to get myself Figrin Dan and an Arc Trooper Jesse. Well, I need to get a few Figrin Dans. Haven't seen them around yet. But very cool to have this one. And then we've got the Mandalorian Super Commando Captain. What a mouthful, with his Darth Maul spikes on his helmet. Again, that's a really cool card. I quite like that one. Looks cool. I'm going to be opening these up though, because I didn't get second ones to keep carded. VC246 again. And it was John from the Star Wars Vintage Collection Instagram page on the podcast. He's also at Vintage Concepts, I think. He said that this was like wearing a hat to work with your boss's face on it, so I quite like that. That's quite funny. John Lindquist. These guys, out of their packets, how good do they look? Here is the Mandalorian Super Commando Captain with all of his horny glory. Can I say that on YouTube? It's pretty cool. Weathering around some of his armor parts. Have a look on his backpack. A couple of wee paint apps on there, but the paint apps on the pauldrons and helmet and chest plate and groin plate are pretty cool. I really like him, and the card back surprised me. Better than I thought it would be. And then here is the Death Watch Mandalorian, or is he a Mandalorian Death Watch? He's a Mandalorian Death Watch Airborne Trooper. Quite a lot of words. Lots of really cool weathering on his chest plate there. Working holsters, you know the drill. I quite like this gauntlet with all the hosing and stuff like that. Nice symbol there of, I guess, Death Watch. Yeah, very cool detail. And then a different gauntlet over here. Oh yeah, with the whistling birds. Bit of paint on the shin armor. Have a look at his backpack. It's pretty cool. Yeah, some pretty cool. We've got some good ones. So let's bring in some other ones. So here's the other Death Watch from the Mandalorian TV show, and here's the other Super Commando. So looking pretty sweet together. Okay, here we are. That's quite a lineup of Mandalorians from Vintage Collection 2.0. Some female Mandalorians in there, which is really cool. So we've got Bo-Katan, we've got Koska Reeves, we've got the armor. I've just got one version of Din Djarin in there, because we know that there's lots of different versions. I've got the two versions of Boba Fett though. I've got the Tatooine Boba Fett and the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, because they're kind of like two different characters to me, but I'm not including the Morak one in there, so there's loads more. Plus also I don't have Axe Woves yet, so man, this Mandalorians and clones, we're really doing a lot of those in Vintage Collection 2.0, and I say keep them coming and bring us a Jango Fett. And here we go. Here are all the Mandalorian Super Commandos together that I've got. These two are having a bit of an airborne battle, and then these guys have just popped in from the Mandalorian show to say g'day, I guess. But anyway, I'm not going to review the figures. It's got the movable rangefinder that unfortunately Boba Fett doesn't have. I nearly said Jango Fett, but we've got most of the parts we know now to make a Jango Fett, and that would be really cool if his rangefinder moved like this one. But anyway, it's an awesome bunch of Mandalorian figures, and when they're all announced I was like, there's a lot of figures. There's a lot of figures, a lot of Mandalorians, but actually super stoked to have them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Middle Aged Kiwi Man, collecting Star Wars figures, ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.